Rip City, Portland, Oregon, the site for the Warriors. Two of the greatest shooters to ever grace the floor, the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson, look to dial it from long distance as they assemble themselves for basketball at Moda Center. Warriors, Blazers, coming right up. Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's get it going with NBA action on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. DA, take it away.
Well, Damian Lillard is not just the best player on the Blazers, he's the team's unquestioned leader. But he said leadership is not all about talking. It's about letting others hold you accountable too. Being coachable and committing to a common purpose. For him, guys, being a leader doesn't mean he puts himself above his teammates.
I like that story, David, and a good attitude. Great job. Thank you so much. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Curry and Russell are the backcourt set. Green and Cauley-Stein are down low. And it's Thompson in at the 3. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Hezonja at the 4 and Whiteside at the 5. And it's Hood in at the 3, the small forward. Marquee matchup tonight, Brent. Everyone's been looking forward to this one. This is a statement game for both teams.
Part of this game tonight, Kevin, will be interesting. We know the stars will be stars in the game tonight. This is a great indicator for the coaching staff about maybe this is a guy we can rely on as the season goes on. Maybe come playoff time, this is the type of player who we know in bigger moments is ready to accept the challenge.
That's a good look inside the game. I like that. Now, here's Lillard. Banked in off the glass.
Finishing in traffic, it's something you want your point guard to be able to do, and Damian Lillard can do that.
Thompson outside, passes it to Cauley-Stein. Curry wide open, an absolute bomb from three-point range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Outside Hood. The shot, no good. Good D by Thompson. And so Green will bring it up for Golden State. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
That's just called working within the offense as Thompson, unwilling to settle for a shot, has good vision, and then sees the open man.
Well, whether you love him or hate him, you can't deny that Draymond Green is one of the more unique players in the league.
There really isn't anyone else like Draymond. I mean, who does everything for a team but score. I mean, not only can he play all positions on both ends of the floor, but also to be the emotional leader, truly a special player.
Here's McCollum after the made shot from Klay Thompson. Hood kicks to Lillard. Looking to end the run. And it falls over the rim and in.
Heads up play by Rodney Hood.
Warriors have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Curry finds Cauley-Stein. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. And stolen by Whiteside. To the inside, Lillard, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Man, at the point guard position, are you kidding me? Explosive scoring ability and body control. That results in a bucket and a free throw. Scoring has always been Lillard's strength, but last season a career high in assists, and you wonder how much a healthy Nurkic is going to help propel this team as they've equipped themselves with some interesting players at the wing position to try to take another step forward in the Western Conference.
A fantastic dunk, and he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly, who knows, but there he is, and we see it very clearly. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far.
Now with 2 fouls here in the first quarter, everything changes for him. He's got to be more careful on defense.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. throw good, Damian Lillard.
And for a guy who entered the league as a terrific free throw shooter, Damian Lillard is now among the elite of the elite from the stripe.
D'Angelo Russell's checked in for the Warriors. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. 6 on the shot clock. Bazemore for 3. Warriors with the rebound. Outside Robinson. 19 seconds left in the first quarter.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws of this game.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
The first one falls. Robinson hits them both. Trailblazers trail by 3. Lillard with it. He's got 8. From deep. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. The Warriors on top. They lead by 3. We've got more in store for you right after this. The leadership mantle, something that Damian Lillard welcomes. He talked about what that means to him.
A lot of responsibility. When things go bad, people are going to look to you first. They're going to point the finger at you first. And when things go well, they're going to give you the credit. So I think it's just a balance of those two things, being willing to be that guy and being excited about it. I think you got to have fun with it.
Right on the money as always. Lillard has excelled in that leadership role.
Yeah, I mean, he plays with so much confidence and composure, but also it's the way he includes his teammates and gets to know them as individuals that makes him a franchise player.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game stats-wise?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Warriors, D'Angelo Russell out there with Alec Burks. Then it's Robinson, and it's McKinney in at the power forward. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, D'Angelo Russell was traded from the Lakers and, in his words, was kicked on the way out. He's become an all-star in Brooklyn. Russell said, "It's a heck of an accomplishment. That respect from your peers, your coaches, other teams, it's a great feeling." And Kevin, given how it started for him in L.A., many remain shocked by Russell's rapid ascent.
Coming into his own, you're right, David. Thank you.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. The shot by Lillard, wide open. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Nurkic.
And Nurkic does a great job just keeping the motor running.
And the Warriors decide to take their first timeout here.
You go back to 2015, the Blazers lost 4 of their 5 starters in the offseason. So instead of rebuilding, they retooled around Damian Lillard, and what a piece to retool behind. Amazing how far they've come in the past couple seasons, where they've placed in the Western Conference.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Collins checked in for Nurkic. Mario Hezonja comes in for Anthony Tolliver. Rodney Hood's checked in for Little. And McCollum subbed in for Kent Bazemore. Different look here for the Warriors. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Kevon Looney. Green comes in for Alfonso McKinney. Thompson, he's checked in for Glenn Robinson III. And it's Stephen Curry in for Russell. They get the rebound. Cauley Stein off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
McCollum outside. From the stripe, Cauley-Stein grabs the board.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Inside, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Early on, Klay Thompson did not like to do this, but as he's gained experience, the contact does not bother him.
The Warriors have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. That free throw good from Thompson.
You think about with everything that's going on in Klay Thompson's career and the surrounding talent that he's had with him, he still goes out and takes care of his business as a defensive stopper and takes tremendous pride in what he can do offensively.
And so he hits both. 34 seconds left in the second quarter.
Pick up the pace, get the 2 for 1 here.
Be smart, but execute at the same time. Let's see what they do.
McCollum, no good. Warriors leading by 9. And stolen by Hezonja. And finished off by Hezonja.
And a terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and great transition offense.
Now the pass to Burks. Over McCollum. Good on the 13-footer. Burks has got the lead up to 9 now for the Warriors.
Well, for everything he's going to give you as a great scorer, Curry is still a point guard and has some serious skills in setting up his teammates.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Draymond. Of course, not unusual to see you going up against bigger players. So how do you take advantage of that offensively?
I mean, you just got to take advantage of mismatches. You know, most of the time there's a big guy on me. If not, there's usually somebody trying to switch off. You know, I just got to know when to pop and just take advantage of the mismatches.
You've done just that in the first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started. Okay. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of the period, they held a 3-point lead. In the second quarter, they made it look easy. They played well at both ends of the court, and suddenly, they're sitting on a 9-point lead here at halftime. Hey, big fella, what's your take on Golden State so far?
I don't think anyone expected to see such numbers from the bench, you know. I'm impressed. It was what they needed, the jolt they needed, Ernie. Wow, I never knew their bench. Matter of fact, I don't even know any of their players coming off the bench. Man, keep going, bench guys.
Kenny, let's get your insight on Portland.
Well, obviously, they didn't show up on the glass at all. They were getting outworked, out-hustled, and outplayed. And their competition showed just the opposite. They wanted it more. You can't give up a ton of extra possessions in a game like this and expect to win.
And that's a wrap.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
McCollum the 2 and Hood the 3. Hezonja at the 4 and Whiteside at the 5. And it's Lillard in at the points. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with. The shot by Cauley-Stein, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Well, it's been interesting to watch Willie Cauley-Stein and his development, mostly coming from De'Aaron Fox in a style change where Willie Cauley-Stein can get out and be athletic. Now with the Golden State Warriors, who like to play up pace and move up the floor, along with Steph Curry's playmaking ability, Willie Cauley-Stein could have a great opportunity here at the center position to be a runner and a scorer in transition.
And with Cauley-Stein last year, he made some big strides before his free agency.
Well, I think that's something that Bob Myers and the Golden State Warriors were very keen to as they're trying to adjust and tweak this roster after the season they had last year. Willie Cauley-Stein, a great running big with great hands and can finish. So if they're going to play up-tempo and speed up the game even more, Willie Cauley-Stein at the center does make some sense.
Trailblazers trail by 8. Lasagna, the pass to Lillard. And the rejection by Cauley-Stein.
Cauley-Stein in great position to reject that shot.
Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Ken Bazemore comes in for Hood. Looney's checked in for Golden State. Here's Nurkic. Pass to Bazemore. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And Lillard gets double teamed. Pass to Nurkic. Shot clock at 5. Here's Whiteside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Thompson.
Well, once his team got Whiteside the ball that close to the bucket, the defense is absolutely at his mercy.
Little, he's checked in for Lillard. He doesn't get the second one.
Well, for so long, the Warriors have been a great shooting team. I don't see that changing as long as Steph and Clay are pulling on jerseys for the Dubs. You think about the Splash Brothers backcourt, their unselfish style of play, sharing the ball. This team has represented good to great over the last 5 years in a way no other team has.
Here's McCollum following the basket by Draymond Green. With the teardrop, that one's in there. The Warrior lead is kept back down to 8. Those were necessary points from McCollum.
Well, if he's going to do that, I don't know what you do to defend him. McCollum with the floater, so smooth.
Now here's Green. Here's Curry. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. And the Warriors last year, Brent, top 3 in three-point shooting once again.
How about that? The 5th straight year that they've been a top 3 team from the three-point line, and not really much of a surprise given their shooting prowess. Some of their attempts would be bad shots, Kevin, quite frankly, for any other team, but that's elite marksmanship from Golden State.
Now here's McCollum. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Green against Collins. Bazemore for 3. And it's Looney with the rebound. Looney's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Yeah, Draymond Green, we know he plays with attitude and he plays with force. His teammates appreciate the unselfish approach he has.
Now here's Bazemore. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Fires from 14. The Warriors pull it in. Curry on the wing. Off target from three-point range. Trailblazers trail by 13. McCollum feeling it out a bit. At the elbow, it's Little. A 3-ball. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Golden State Warriors. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very... And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. McKinney and Green at the 3 and the 4. And it's Cauley-Stein in at the center, locking down the middle. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. This is the most they've led by 13 points. Brent, offensive versatility, all the rage now. Which guards do you think do the best job of generating offense with their back to the basket?
I don't know so much as these guys are playing with their back to the basket, Kevin, so much as they're finding ways to get the ball without a dribble at about 15 feet away from the basket. So one dribble, they're at the rim.
Right.
They're very effective at the mid-range. Chris Paul and DeMar DeRozan have had tremendous efficiency from those areas on the floor. So those are the kind of players that put some pressure on your defense because they're starting their offense so close to the basket and they're effective with which they do it. Not on the post, not on the perimeter, and they're finding ways to be impactful.
And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. Whiteside's checked in for the Trailblazers. And the Warriors also making a change. Russell, he's checked in for Alfonso McKinney. Five on the clock. Thompson for the triple. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Trailblazers trail by 14. Poke loose. It's stolen by Curry. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Outside, Russell. Green breaking loose. Up and in on the layup.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Warriors.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this is a great team effort by everyone.
And we watched him all night long. No one could really stop him. Just another excellent game it was for Steph Curry.
He was everywhere defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
And the basket by McCollum.
I feel like when CJ gets a couple of these to go, it accentuates his ability and confidence to score from the outside as well.
Curry dishes to Russell.
Curry.
Passes it to Green. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. And the Warriors lead by 16.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
And Whiteside stays right with it.
Well, Whiteside always around the rim, such an amazing offensive rebounder, and second chance opportunities is where he does a ton of damage.
Here is Russell. Outside Curry. Nice D from Lillard.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And a chance